Question. The Bible starts out in Genesis with only 4 people. So how did the world get so populated?
Okay, well, first it starts, of course, with 2, Adam and Eve, and then they had 2 sons initially. Who remembers what their names were? Cain and Abel. And then Cain became furious with his brother because his brother's sacrifice was accepted, his wasn't. He killed his brother. Cain fled, and it says Cain and his wife, and everybody goes, wait, where did Mrs. Cain come from? And that's a good question. If you read a little further in the Bible, you'll find out it tells us in Genesis chapter 5, not only did Adam and Eve have Cain and Abel, it says they had other sons and daughters. Now, some people struggle with this fact, but the Bible is written from a patriarchal perspective. You notice in the genealogies of Jesus that you find in Matthew chapter 1, it only mentions 4 women. And that's because those women play prominently other places in the Bible. Otherwise, it only talks about the fathers and the sons because it was a patriarchal society. Cain married his sister. Now, some of you are going, ooh, when you think about that. But technically, who did Adam marry? They both had the same parent, didn't they? And if you know your Bible, you'll know that Abraham married his half-sister, Sarah. Jacob married his cousin. Isaac married his cousin. It wasn't until you get down to the time of Moses that there was a strict edict that brothers and sisters were not to marry. The bloodline and the genes had been stretched so thin at that point that it could generate some birth defects. But when man came from the hands of the Creator, his vitality was perfect. Yeah, there was no problem. So Cain married Mrs. Cain.
All right.